So how are they going to balance all this out, Dan, here? The environmental goals, also when it comes to reining in inflation.
Yeah, China's trying to walk this very, very narrow path here where they want to keep economic growth going, but at the same time, they've made this carbon neutral by 2060 a key part of Xi Jinping's legacy. And so what you're starting to see right now is a reining in of high energy use and energy inefficient projects. And, steel and iron ore, as David just mentioned, are a great example of this. After COVID, China put in a lot of stimulus. There was a ton of steel production. The price of iron ore shot up. But then Beijing came out and said, listen, steel takes a lot of energy. We're going to reduce steel production this year from last year, which means that the second half this year, we're going to have a real slowdown in Chinese steel mills, which is going to put a big dent in iron ore demand, which is why you're seeing those prices tumble.
And does that also necessarily mean less need and dependence on coal, Dan?
Yeah, not exactly, at least not yet. That's, again, that fine line that they're trying to walk. China will eventually have enough wind and solar and energy storage to be able to wean themselves off of coal, but they're not there yet. And so coal use in the country is probably going to hit a record high this year. And in fact, prices are skyrocketing because demand is so high. And as you know, they've put this import restrictions on Australian coal, and they have their own safety crackdown on domestic mines. So, power plants up in the Beijing area are basically telling the city, you need to give us more money for our coal power, or else, we can't promise that there won't be blackouts this winter when heating demand is needed. So as of right now, China still has a pretty heavy reliance on coal, and they're going to need it for the rest of this year to make it through.